Hi everybody, it's me, King Kindle. Hi buddy. And today I'm going to teach you guys a bit about skateboarding. Now, if you already know skateboarding, or if you're just getting into it, this can help you out a lot. Well, technically. Technically, this will help you more if you're just getting into skateboarding and you're saving up money and you're not really sure what to do with it. Bella, what are you doing? Over here. They don't go. No, you don't want to lay down? Lay down. Good girl. Or you can sit. Now, first issue are shoes. Shoes. These aren't in any particular order. But first is shoes. Now these are some Nike Air Max Infuriates. They're really nice, they're comfortable. And when you want skate shoes, you don't really want anything too cheap. Mainly because they wear through really fast. I had a pair of skate shoes from a Dollar General once, a little while back. And I thought that would be fine because they had the extra toe cover. Well, no, I was wrong. They actually lasted only about 24 hours, and I was learning how to ollie. I wasn't even doing it properly, but yeah, I couldn't even wear them for 3 days, let alone 2. These I've been skating with them for almost the entire time I've been into skating, which is it's a good while. These have been there on almost every skate shenanigan thing I've done off camera, which is a lot, trust me. I went to a church down the road that was closed down. Well, closed down. They weren't really closed down. It's just they can't go anywhere because of Corona. So I took my skateboard there after getting new trucks, hardware, bearings, and wheels. And I wore these. Now, usually when you're skateboarding, you want some good, comfortable shoes because you don't want these shoes you're going to be uncomfortable standing and doing all sorts of crazy stuff in. Now, these, as I said before, are Nike Air Max Infuriates? Yeah, these are the Air Max Infuriate. What year are these? These are 2017. Okay. These were made in 2017. But one thing I really like about these is they have this little extra heel pad for your Achilles heel, so that way it doesn't it doesn't roll as easily. Granted, yeah, it's somewhat high top for thin sneakers because you pull the toe down and you realize they kind of start off thick and kind of thin down really quick, and that's what I call thin sneakers, where the toe is just kind of thin, but the bridge and everything else is kind of bulky. Now, I personally like this design, but, sorry if I'm swallowing a lot, I just ate some tuna helper, and some of it stuck in my mouth, but, yeah, I really like this, and, they're high-top shoes-ish, for thin shoes, and, this little extra heel pad here kind of helps keep your ankle from rolling as easily because it adds extra cushioning to keep it from rolling from here to here too harshly or anything like that. Now, you also want to have your shoes good and tight where you can slip them on and off, but they're not too loose. Or at least that's how I do it. You can tie and untie your shoes over and over. I just find a perfect setting for my laces where I can just slip my feet in and out. Next is clothing. Now, I'm going to show you guys what not to wear. A tank top and shorts. Reason being, skateboarding is going to be a lot of falling, especially on roads. And if you're wearing stuff like shorts and a tank top, then you're going to be falling flat on your face and shoulder and getting road rash everywhere. Now, clothing that is acceptable, on the other hand, is stuff like fully fledged t-shirts. Whether they're short sleeve or long sleeve, just t-shirts. I personally like this one. It's comfortable. I have no clue what it's made of because the tag was actually stitched in there. Not like that. It's not this tag that was sewn in there extra. It was part of a design, and it's kind of gone away now. Can't even read it, so yeah. I even held it up to the light. There's no reading it, but it's just a really nice, I think, cotton shirt. It's real comfortable, real flexible, lightweight, so it doesn't really affect that much. And for legs, you want some jeans or something that's just long. You want pants, not shorts, not capris. You want pants. You want full down the length to the ankle pants. Reason being is because, one, it prevents a lot of road rash, and two, say you were to get road rash, it's not going to be as bad as wearing this is going to be much worse than these in the long run. Reason being is because these actually add a bit more protection since they're jeans. Now, also don't wear pajamas when skateboarding. I figured that should be obvious, but my sister tried skateboarding in pajamas, and her pant leg got caught in the wheel of her board, which is a Walmart board. But it got caught in the wheel, in the bearing, and caused her to fall flat on her face, which kind of hurts. And now to the board. Into the pile of things that's been talked about, and out of the pile. Okay, now, this is my board. I cannot remember for the life of me what type of grip tape this is. Technically, I shouldn't even know because I found this board in a trash can. Yeah, I just admit I found this board in a trash can. Technically, I didn't even find it. My friend found it, but guess what? It was better than the Walmart board I had at the time. Now, this is a 7-ply with, I think it's AM grip, because it's pretty grippy. Like, this ain't giving out that easily. Like, watch. You saw how... Oh. Well, there's a few new layers of skin. Anyways, this does have razor tail and whatnot, so let's not talk about that. Boards, I hear a lot of people asking, not me in general, but just asking in general, what size board should they get for what size shoe they have. It doesn't really matter. What matters is preference. That is skateboarding. You can ride in the shorts and tank top. It's just not that safe and not that fun when you fall. Preference. The grip tape doesn't have to be this way. That's something that happened a while back that I don't even know how it got there. Because again, I found this deck in a trash can. The hardware. Let's go to hardware. Now, no, I'm skipping ahead. Now, people ask what size board they should get. Me, I ride an 825 or 838, one of the two. Can't remember. I'll measure it later. But I ride an 825 to 838 board, which means it's 8 1/4 inch to 8 3/8. inch wide, and no clue what the length is, but notice the shape of this. This is just a basic popsicle board, which is the most common. There are other boards you can get, custom shaped boards. I am in a raffle for a board that has a lot of lumps. I really hope I win that board. I need a new deck. But yeah, it doesn't matter. The wider boards like mine, actually boards can vary anywhere from about a size 7.5, 7.25, all the way up to 9. I've seen kids riding 9.5s. It was only like 3 times, but still, I've seen it happen. Which means they get wider than this. But the difference between wider and thinner boards is that a thinner board will rotate faster, as the wider board rotates slower. Now, the wider board is better for landing because you have more area to land on, as the thinner board is harder for landings because you don't really have that much space to land on. Which is why I go with about a medium-sized board. I get a bit of both. And next up is hardware. Also, this is not the graphic on my board. It was pre-owned, as I keep mentioning. And this is a lot of board slides. And the graphic is actually right here and around here. You can kind of see it. It used to be there. Not anymore. But, yeah, graphics are whatever you want. Same for grip tapes. I think they come out with, I'm pretty sure they come out with grip tapes that have coloring and whatnot on them. But if not, you can always take some markers and color it up. Next up is wheels. Now, I have no clue what size wheels these are. These are used wheels from a skate shop that they offered me for free, since I was already getting the bearings and the trucks. There's a story behind these trucks that I am not going to mention. But, yeah, the wheels, you want them to last about 18 seconds with just one flick. So I just go, and that'll last 18 seconds, right? That's a good spin. These are the bearings, we'll get to that later. But the wheels are actually very soft, pliable, and they're also somewhat large, which means if I hit a pebble, I'm not always going to go flying. It's more the bigger ones that are about the same size as the wheel. The tiny ones that are about this big compared to the wheel, I don't have much to worry about. But yeah, next up is bearings. Now, bearings is great. Bearings are amazing. They're what make the wheels go round. Literally. They're the only thing. They are very small ball bearings. I could probably use a slight amount of oil or something. Probably not. These are only a few weeks old, so. But yeah. Yeah, wheels. They do a lot of crazy stuff. They spin. Wee. Bearings. They make the wheel spin. Wee. I think these are Reds. Bones Reds bearings. Bones Red bearings. Yeah, Bones Red bearings is what they are. And next up is hardware, because I neglected to mention that on the transition from board to wheels. Hardware comes in many different colors. You see I have 2 silver ones here, and all the rest are black to match with the grip tape. That's because I wanted these 2 to signify the back, or the tail, and the whole black to represent the nose, so I knew which was which just by looking at the top, instead of having to flip it over to this black spray paint on the nose. It's going to get razor tail eventually. Razor nose or something. I don't know. But yeah, it comes in all colors and sizes. Sizes go by length, not width, because every board has the same holes for hardware. Believe it or not. Now, a channel I recommend to learn this stuff a bit better is Brill Skateboarding, VL Skate, and yeah, they could probably teach you a lot more than I could, but I'm still trying to help, which I feel is the important part. And yeah, next up is trucks. Trucks. They're what make you turn. They are these I forgot the word. I think it's prioritized. They are these they're weight controlled. Why did I not know? These are weight controlled, which means if I were standing on my board with my front foot here and my back foot here, and I were to lean this way on my board, I would turn that way, which would be my right. If I were to turn or lean this way, I'd go to my left, which is that way, because I'm standard footed, not goofy. Now, that's another episode where I'm going to teach you the different stances, but essentially the trucks come in different widths and heights. Some of them are also meant for suspension, like jumps. Those are called suspension trucks. I have never seen a pair of those in person, and to be quite honest, I'm kind of scared to see some in person because this board is already tall enough as is. And I've been thinking about getting some risers. What's wrong with me? Anyways, not the point. Anyways, these are good. Also, you might notice these little marks on my board around here. That is from something called wheel bite. That is when you have your truck so loose that however loose or tight they are is however easily they turn. Now, wheel bite is where the trucks are so loose where they eventually meet the board and start wearing into it. Now, this is some pretty major wheel bite. Also, at the beginning, I can tell just by looking at the noses, right where the wheel bite is, that they didn't know exactly what truck size to get because there's not only one here but one right here too, which means there was once a shorter or thinner truck set there. I can't necessarily find it on the back as easily because the back looks like it has 3 different mark spots. And another thing about boards, notice the shape of this. Granted, yeah, it's a popsicle board. The tail is always wider than the nose. Granted, yeah, it's gonna be about an 825 here. It may end up being 838 back here. What you have to measure is this. You have to measure the center of the board to get the proper width. I think. I'm not sure. Do not quote me. But yeah, I have another episode of me just kind of telling you guys how to do things or teaching you about how to clean your board. I think it's on Instagram. I'm not sure if it's on YouTube yet. If not, I am sorry because I deleted it. But if you haven't seen it, go check it out on Instagram. You can follow me on there under King Kinma. It's very simple. I go with that under all things on this phone. That is. But yeah, that is skateboard basics. Now, the same goes for handboards, fingerboards, and literally any board there is, except freeboards and snowboards. All that information I just gave you for free that I had to learn on my own is for main skateboards. Now, it don't matter whether it's a longboard or a pennyboard. Just the standard ones. Pennyboards, longboards, mini boards. Did you just burp? Crazy girl. Anyways, yeah, so that is all the information I have for you guys today. And I will see all of you in the next video, which is probably going to be tomorrow. Technically, it's not tomorrow. It is what time? It is 2:41 in the morning as of right now. And, there's not really a good explanation for that. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see all of you in the next one. Bye-bye.